This video is brought to you by IXL, used by millions of students worldwide to get ahead in math, English, and more.
Today we'll learn how to determine whether limits exist. Let's dive in. The limit of a function at a specific value of x exists if three things are true. First, the left-hand limit approaching that value must exist. Second, the right-hand limit approaching that value must exist. And third, those left and right-hand limits must be equal. In other words, as the function nears the x value from either side, it must be approaching the same value from both sides. All three of these things must be true in order for the limit to exist at that point. However, note that the function doesn't actually have to be defined at the specific value of x for the limit to exist there. Let's see what this looks like on some graphs. Does the limit of f of x as x approaches -3 exist? Let's check our three criteria to answer that question. First, does the limit of f of x as x approaches -3 from the left-hand side exist? Looking at the graph, it looks like the left-hand limit does exist and equals 4. Next, does the limit of f of x as x approaches -3 from the right-hand side exist? On the graph, we can see the right-hand limit also exists and it equals 8. So our final criterion is whether those two limits are the same. Well, one is 4 and the other is 8, so they are not equal. Because one of the conditions was not met, the limit does not exist. Let's see another example. Does the limit of this function as x approaches -5 exist? Well, let's first check if the left and right-hand limits exist, and then check if they're equal. On the graph, as x approaches -5 from the left-hand side, the function is approaching a value of -4. So the left-hand limit exists and equals -4. If we approach -5 from the right-hand side, the function is approaching the same point, and so also has a value of -4. This also answers our final question of whether the left-hand and right-hand limits equal each other. They both equal -4, and so we can confidently say that the limit exists. Nice work! Do you think this limit exists? Well, let's check each criterion. As x approaches 8 from the left, the function is approaching -5, so the limit exists even if the function never actually takes on the value of -5. The same is true for the right-hand limit. As x approaches 8 from the right, the function is getting closer and closer to -5, even if it never actually gets there. Do these two limits equal each other? Yes, the left-hand and right-hand limits are the same, so the limit of k of x as x approaches 8 exists. Remember that whether the function is or isn't defined at that x value doesn't actually affect whether the limit exists. When considering the limit, we just focus on what values the function is approaching. Good thinking. Let's keep going. How would you approach this problem? To determine whether the overall limit exists, we'll first check whether the left-hand and right-hand limits exist. On the graph, we can see that both limits exist, and furthermore, they both equal 6. So not only do they exist, but they are equal to one another. You may notice that the value of the function when x equals 4 is 8, which doesn't match with the left and right-hand limits. But this isn't relevant to whether the limit exists. All three of our criteria are met, and so the limit as x approaches 4 exists. Let's try one final problem together. Does the limit of g of x as x approaches 6 exist? Well, the left-hand limit exists and equals -5. And the right-hand limit exists and equals 3. But because those two limits aren't equal, the overall limit does not exist. Great work today determining whether limits exist. Have fun practicing and approaching mastery.
Head over to IXL.com for more practice on this skill and thousands more videos in math and language arts.